Greetings gastronauts, this is Keith Cooks, I'm Keith, and today I'm going to show you how to do a chili and lime chicken with a salad. So I'm doing this for Eli Huff. Eli, your dad asked me to do this for you. He says you like to call this weapon chicken, possibly because it can be a bit hot and spicy. Who knows? Anyway, enjoy. So yeah, hot, spicy, chili lime, bit Thai inspired flavour wise, and a salad with it, so it's healthy too. How about that? Let's do it. So ingredients for the chicken part of the dish: I've got 4 chicken thighs and 2 chicken drumsticks, bone in, skin on. I've got, or I will have, the zest and juice of 3 limes, 3 tablespoons of fish sauce, 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, a big red chilli or a couple of smaller ones, 2 cloves of garlic, a handful of coriander stems. I've got a tablespoon of good oil, olive oil or rapeseed oil, and a teaspoon of turmeric. So all of those things except the chicken make up the marinade and the dressing in different combinations. But there's a basic thing that's common to both the marinade and the dressing, which I'm making now. So I need to get all the zest off the limes and juice them. Okay, so I've got a pile of lime zest and some lime juice and half a dozen half lime peels, which I will save and do something exotic with, like maybe lime pickle or marmalade or something. I don't know. Okay, next thing to do is chop this chili real fine. I'm going to take those nasty hot little seeds out because they don't agree with me. Okay, so I've chopped them into little batons. Now I'm going to chop them into little squares. Now we want to pop the zest in with the juice and the chilies. Now we add the fish sauce and the sugar, and we'll just whisk that together. We want to try and dissolve the sugar in this. Now you want to do your chicken, you need to cut slashes in it right down to the bone so the marinade will penetrate all the way through. Now to finish off the marinade, we need to finely chop these coriander stems, cilantro stems, and peel the garlic and crush it in the magic crusher. Yeah, crush. You are crushed. Now we'll take about half the marinade dressing base and we'll put all that coriander and crushed garlic in, and a teaspoon of turmeric. This is just for colour really. And half a teaspoon of salt. So, jiggle those together and then pop in the chicken pieces. Get them all nicely coated, and that goes in the fridge for, well, at least 2 hours, and preferably overnight. You might want to visit them every now and again, give the bag a squeeze, make sure the marinade is doing its job. Okay, so the chicken's had a good old soak in the marinade, and you want to get your oven preheated to 160 degrees Celsius if it's a fan oven, or 180 if it isn't. And then just pop the bits of chicken onto a little roasting tray and stick them in. Well, they need probably 30 to 40 minutes. I'll probably turn them over halfway through. I'll just pour the extra marinade on top. Don't be tempted to use this on your salad because it's been in contact with raw chicken and it will probably kill you. I think the salad part of this can be any kind of salad that you want. So the recipe that I'd seen featured avocados quite strongly, but at the supermarket today they were £2.50 each. I don't like avocados that much. Anyway, I'm just going to invent something. I'm going to use mushrooms instead of avocados, and it's going to be more like a tabbouleh kind of salad than a lettuce based there. So I've got 180 grams of quartered cleaned mushrooms. I've got 2 tablespoons of bulgur wheat. I've got a handful of coriander leaves. I've got a spring onion. I've got half a cube. I've got about 8 cherry tomatoes. I've got a handful of flat leaf parsley and a handful of basil. The pink stuff, this is just a vinaigrette I've just made up of 3 parts oil and 1 part red wine vinegar, and this is the dressing or the marinade, which has been turned into a dressing by adding the rapeseed oil. So I'm going to chuck the bulgur wheat in with the mushrooms and some of this dressing, because we need that to soak for about 15 minutes. So we need to chop all the herbs quite finely, or herbs if you're American. I can never get over that, herbs. Bit like that. Core. Chuck them in a bowl. And we want to finely chop the cuke. I say finely chop, I don't mean it. Like that. Chuck them in the bowl. And now the spring onion. Chop the grubby ends off and the bottom. And just slice that finely. Slam it in with everything else. And now you want to just halve these cherry tomatoes. And then we'll add the mushrooms and the bulgur wheat, also known as burgle. Stir that all together. I won't put the proper dressing on until we're just about ready to eat it. But oh, does that look good or what? So it's released a lot of juice, and what I'm going to do is take it out of the pan, the tin, put it on a roasting rack over the tin, and put it back in so that the skin crisps up. And that liquid, by the way, will be wonderful at some point in another dish, but not in this one. So just pop them back over there. I've turned the heat up by 20 degrees, so it's now 200 Celsius, fan oven, 220 not fan. And we'll give it another 10 minutes just for the skin to go crispy. And we'll stir in the chili salad dressing. Give that a good stir and let that soak in as well. This is going to be so good. I don't often say that about a salad, but you know, it hasn't got lettuce in, so I might like it. I probably will. There's the chicken looking, well, a bit fantastic. So we'll let that cool down a little bit and then we'll serve it. Oh yeah. Okay, Eli, here's your dinner. I'll eat it for you because you're not here. Sorry. Oh yeah. That was great chicken. Fabulous cucumber. Extremely good mushroom. Weapon chicken. Go for it. And that's that. I hope you enjoyed it. Now you can find the full recipe on my website, keithcooks.com, and there should be linky things kicking around somewhere. So you can print it out or just read it without having to listen to me rabbit on. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to Keith Cooks. Should be another link somewhere. And talk to me, make requests, make comments, keep them clean and friendly, otherwise I will ban you. And thank you for watching and see you next time.